Hey, folks, we welcome you back here to Bethany High School. We're inside the gymnasium where we have got a Class 4A ranked rivalry matchup between the Bethany Broncos and the visiting Blanchard Lions. Get this. Number 13 in the class, your Bethany Broncos come in at 7-2. Number 7 in the class, Blanchard comes in at an undefeated 6-0. Is Blanchard going to take their first loss tonight? Is Bethany going to be handed loss number 3 at home? We're about to find out. 4 quarters to play. 8 minutes. No, that was loud. Sorry. I'm still on women's mindset here. Not 4 quarters. We're playing halves now. Anyways, Luke Young, John Hickman on the call here with you. You can tell that the rust has settled in for us too, because I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. John, how are you tonight?
Hey, I'm good. And this is a great first game with the girls. I'm still kind of in awe of how Blanchard fought and then how our girls responded. I was actually the score wasn't that close when you win by 20, but it was the fourth quarter where they really pulled away, and it was just a fun, intense game. Now the boys' game, an undefeated Lions. Now they haven't been tested necessarily. They're going to be tested tonight, but Bethany's going to have to play a really well game to get this victory. You look down there at the Lions, they've got some size. I recognize a lot of these names from the football team. And so this should be a very physical game, much like the ladies.
The best win that Blanchard has at this point is against number 19 in the class, Perkins Tryon, who they beat 56-41. Now, not to discredit that or anything, because that's a good game, but I feel like, to John's point, they're going to have a different beast here in the hosting Bethany Broncos. John, before we went to break, this team put up some pretty impressive, some pretty fun performances. I think they have the skill to really cause an upset against anybody in the class if they were to play them, especially multiple times in the season. Do we think that they've got it to create the upset here at home to pull it off?
Well, I'll tell you this. Our football team was not supposed to beat Blanchard this year, and we did. And a lot of these guys, just because I know some of these names, I would love nothing more than to get a little revenge from the football season. But our basketball team has played leaps and bounds better than what I expected going into this year. They made it to state, lost the starting 5, a whole new starting 5 this year. But the team aspect of the Bethany Broncos, they have a lot of these JV guys came up and didn't skip a beat. They went undefeated in JV, come in here and they're playing lights out, moving the ball. Brady's been a beast inside. So I'm expecting Bethany and the chemistry that they're having and the team basketball pulling out a victory.
Players like Den Jagger's on the floor, Jagger Weaver, Dempsey Neal, Seth Griner. One thing I talked about this team is they get everybody involved up and down the lineup. Everybody from Jaggers down to Chapman. You throw in Brobson, you throw in Tarrant, Sidness, Brady, Humphrey, whoever you want, they can make something happen. So go ahead.
I was just going to say there is one new player for the Broncos. I don't know what kind of role yet he will have, but Landon Lowe is coming off injury. He tore his Achilles in track last season. He was one of those JV players. I don't know, if he can get into the rotation, but that's someone I'm also going to watch tonight.
Some players to look out for on the Blanchard side, though. A few names keep popping up. Jackson Oliver and Emery Smalley. 2 players you're going to want to keep an eye and an ear out for to see how their games progress tonight and what they bring out here. First game of the spring semester. Where would you rather be on a Tuesday night? The Bethany Broncos and the Blanchard Lions.
Man, here we go.
We're pumped, if you can't tell. Thanks again to Simplified Tech Solutions and Victory Mattress Outlet for their support of the stream. Simplified Tech over on North MacArthur Boulevard. Speak to Eric and he'll help you out with all your technological issues at Victory Mattress Outlet up on Northwest Expressway in the Rockwell Shopping Center. Thanks to everybody who supports what we do here.
I will be interesting to see if there's any starting lineup changes for the Broncos.
Boys game first.
Well, I think we're about to find out. Let's turn it over to PA.
See you number 1. Press the vote. 5'7", senior number 2, Jackson Oliver. 6'4", senior number 3, Cole Watkins. 6 foot senior number 5, Emery Smalley. And 6 foot senior number 33, Brian Russell. Lions are coached by Ray Green, Darren Pinot, and head coach Jeff Word.
Did you see the facial hair and lip hold? I don't know if I could do that as a high schoolers.
I don't know many high schoolers confident enough to try.
And starting lineup for your Bethany Broncos. 6'4", senior forward, number 1, Denton Jagger. 6'3", senior number 3, Jagger Weaver. 6 foot senior number 5, Seth Griner. And 6'5", sophomore number 24, Brett Brady. 6'2", junior number 25, Malachi Chapman. Broncos are coached by Jeremiah Fleming, Xavier Bright, and head coach Mr. Josh Holiday.
All right, folks, there's your starting lineup for these two squads. For the Broncos, Denton Jaggers, Jagger Weaver, Seth Griner, Rick Brady, Malachi Chapman. For the Lions, Press Lippold, Jackson Oliver, Cole Watkins, Emery Smalley, and Brian Russell.
Now, Lippold's only 6'4". I say only. 6'4" is still good size, but Rick Brady's a good 6'6". 6'5", 6'6". He's so the size advantage probably leans a little bit Bethany's way, but this is still a pretty even matchup.
And I think Brady won the jump, but the ball passes through a couple of hands, and Seth Griner comes down with it squarely. So Bethany has first possession.
Man defense here for Blanchard.
Immediate feed to Jaggers. He's working to his right all the way to the baseline. Tangled up. No foul call here. No turnover yet. Finally, the whistle blown. Seems Jaggers stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, the intensity on the Lions side right out of the gate.
That is Emery Smalley and Jackson Oliver, the two players I told you to keep an eye and ear out for. Let's see if they can take over the game here for the Lions. Oliver looking over to Cole Watkins, right back across the perimeter. I like to call this just poking and prodding at a defense, trying to see what opens up. There's the bounce pass, looking for Smalley. He's trying to make his move. Counters pretty heavy resistance, has to give it up. Whole minutes run off the clock here pretty much. They're able to get it underneath. There's the extra pass, and they find Brian Russell. The Lions first on the board.
Yeah, they're going to keep Russell on the opposite block of where the ball is, and any help defense is going to be a problem where he's left open. He gets a layup there.
Griner. The Jaggers back to Weaver. Weaver finds Chapman on the side, closes to us. Chapman puts up the 3 and knocks it down.
That wasn't like he was wide open. There was just a little bit of space, but he shot it with confidence and it drained it.
Pulled up right in the face of Emery Smalley. 1 point lead for the Broncos. The Lions trying to take back the lead. Here's number 2, Jackson Oliver on the drive all the way through the base. Passes around the perimeter.
If you're watching online, watch Russell. He's going to pretty much go from block to block here. He's going to look for a cutter. He's going to spin. He'll move a lot, and they've got to watch him because he's kind of sneaky.
6 minutes already left to play in the first quarter. Still, I haven't been able to tell what the Lions want to do here. But credit that a lot to Jagger Weaver playing great defense on Emery Smalley.
Yeah, it's kind of a dribble drive motion where you have a couple spots and then the post goes opposite, but they're trying to get number 5, Smalley, the bucket.
There was a break away from Jackson Oliver using his speed to his advantage. He draws the foul for number 5, Seth Griner. That will be on the shot, so Oliver will head to the line. Well, now that Blanchard student section seems a little bit more alive. First free throw is missed here from Oliver.
Yeah, it's good to see a traveling student section. There's a guy in a whole wrestling. Is that what do you call that? A unitard? Is that, what is those called?
Leotard?
Leotard. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so I don't, something, but it's a whole wrestling outfit.
What's the difference?
There's a couple of them.
On the other end, and Jagger's with the ball right now. He's trying to back down Press Lapointe.
A singlet. I think that's also a.
Maybe that might be more accurate. Press Lapointe takes the foul call there.
But I think he's got even like the knee pads. I mean, he is ready to wrestle, but I don't see a match.
Don't let a loose ball go that way. He might be jumping on the floor trying to get it. Inbounds play here for the Broncos. Seth Griner looking for somewhere to go. Finally gets it off, but it's immediately turned over. The Lions not out of the woods yet, but finally they break away. Cole Watkins going up the court at an incredible pace. Watkins all the way to the glass.
Really good football player, Watkins, too.
Clearly, with that kind of speed to get up the sideline. He definitely was seeing hash marks around while he was running up court there. Brady fakes the shot. Now he drives, spins.
Oh, got hacked. No call.
It is kept alive by Jaggers. Now here's Weaver on the drive. Kicks out to the corner. Didn't Jaggers. Pulls up for three. Too strong. Into the hands of the Lions, and we're going to have a timeout taken.
Coach Word, quick timeout. I'm not sure why he wanted that, but the Broncos, they're having a tough time getting any good looks. The defense on both sides has been very kind of sticky. They are sticking to their man. One thing we do need to watch as we move forward, are the refs going to let this much physicality go? Breck Brady definitely got hit across the arms. They didn't call it. And maybe because the ball stayed with Bethany, but if they're going to allow some of this physical play to go, it could be a tough night for both teams.
I think it just has to do with how early in the game we are. I would not be surprised if that gets called a little bit tighter as we get a little bit later on in this one. The Lions have the ball with a 1-point lead. 6-0 on the season up to this point. Bethany trying to handle their first loss. This is Rogers on the floor now. There's a long two pulled up right there for number 3, Cole Watkins. It's no good. Chapman had the rebound. Looking ahead to Weaver. Weaver will slow things down. Weaver to Brady. Brady making his move, trying to back down. 6'5" Braden Hefferman. Shots up, no good. Brady fighting for the rebound. He doesn't have it.
Look at and they called a foul on Brady there. That's a tough one.
I don't know if I agree with that foul call. There was definitely contact, but I think he was tied up on the legs. I don't think
He was getting pushed from behind another Lion into a Lion.
I don't know if I would call that a foul on Brady.
He was not initiating the contact. I'll put it that way.
Well, either way, Lions ball here. Oliver brings it past half court. And a very quick whistle.
An offensive foul might be a little bit of a makeup call. It was off ball, so I didn't see it.
They called it on number 44, Braden Hefferman. Griner gets a call in from the bench. Let's see what the offense runs. He's going with the left hand, trying to get around his defender. Hand off to Chapman. Chapman across. Jagger Weaver pulls up, has the three. Yes.
2 shots up for the Broncos from 3 and both makes.
2-point lead here for Bethany. They've been known to start games very hot. Holt, Rogers, all the way around to Oliver. They go back the other way. Still nothing opening up yet. Expect another long, drawn-out offensive possession if I had to guess. There's the pass underneath. Smalley makes his move. Right hand to the glass and good for 2 more.
Beautiful finish.
Oh, it's
still.
Smalley stole it back and 1. That's Oliver. My mistake. Oliver stole it back on the inbounds and got the and 1.
Oliver did the old, I'm acting like I'm going down court, but I'm going to turn around and steal the ball.
Watkins on the floor for the Lions. And number 4, Dempsey Neal on now for the Broncos.
Yeah, I used to do this play as a kid. Oliver acted like, hey, I'm going to run down to the other end, and he's going to turn around and sneak the inbounds pass. And then he gets hacked as he makes the shot. They're a little scoreboard error trying to figure it out.
Is it 7-6 right now? with the and one coming? Yeah, okay, I was right. 3:17 is where the clock stops. One free throw coming here for Jackson Oliver. At 5'7", I believe he's tied for shortest player on the roster, but he doesn't play like it. The dude has some athleticism, and that's up and down the lineup. I mean, you've seen how well Emery Smalley gets to the glass.
Yeah, and Smalley's finish with the on the left side and then kind of up and under with the right was really nice. They're trying to get Smalley on that right elbow and then go to work from there. And then if you're a player like Oliver Shorter, you've got to find ways to make an impact and still in that inbounds pass.
The Lions lead by 3 after the made and one. Neal brings it up the court, passes Brady to top of the key. He's looking to his right. See if they can get Jaggers going. He feeds it back to Brady. Brady trying to get into the paint, lost the dribble, tied up, in trouble, whistle blown.
So they're doing something interesting here. They're trying to get Brady the ball off the pick and roll where he's rolling to the post and he's getting swarmed. And earlier in 2025, they did a lot of block to block with Bragg and throwing it into him. I hope they kind of go back to that too. Obviously, the pick and roll is kind of working here as he's going to the line.
His first free throw, no good. I wonder if it's something they kind of want to save for later minutes when this game is close to go to their most consistent offense with Brady underneath the bucket. We'll see. Brady hits his second 1 for 2 on that trip. Blanchard comes up court in a hurry. Smalley now the handoff to Watkins. And they go around the perimeter. It's now Neal walked on to Jackson Oliver here. Matchup to keep an eye on. Call comes in from the Blanchard bench. Oliver has it around the logo. Now here's Smalley driving, spinning, going up, got the shot off, and it's good off the glass.
He's really good in the paint. He's not very tall, listed at 6 foot, but inside he's really good.
Neal got his pocket picked. It's a steal for Jackson Oliver. Should be no trouble for number 2. Blanchard starting to go on a little bit of run here at the end of the first. 2:10 left to play. Neal spinning, still can't get past Oliver yet. And off it in Jaggers. Jaggers got the ball, so foul call.
Something they didn't call earlier. It is a foul.
It goes on number 1, Press Lepold. Excuse me, his second. Now, that is something to keep note of. 4th team foul here. Foul numbers going to be extremely important later on in this game. 1:58 left playing the
They are going to Brady inside. They're trying to now.
Jaggers pulls up for the 2. Over 2 defenders. His shot doesn't fall. Brady trying to get the rebound. Just can't come away with it. 3 defenders on it.
The focus on Brady, anytime that ball goes to the ground, there are going to be a pride of Lions around it.
I see what you did there. Just a 3, nearly banked in off the glass, but doesn't fall, thankfully.
Bethany's going to end this quarter strong.
Jagger Weaver brings it up, and he lost the ball. Stolen away by Emery Smalley. The defense gets back in time, forces Smalley to slow it down. Call comes in once more from the Blanchard bench. Oliver working on Dempsey Neal. Pass over to Lepold. A minute left to play in the first. I can hear the call through my headset. They just want to hold it for as much time off the clock as possible.
You're up 6, and I talked about ending the quarter strong. Blanchard doesn't want to give any hope to Bethany. I can't believe it. They might hold for 1 shot.
Looks like they want to do exactly that. They had a chance to run it straight to the bucket, and they backed off.
Next year, a shot clock is implemented in high school basketball, but this year, no shot clock.
Pass goes to Oliver in the corner. And one punched out of bounds, but it's staying with the Lions.
So far, about 40 seconds run off the clock.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Shot clock is a very necessary adjustment, even at this level. Be happy to see that come next year. So the inbounds here for the Lions. goes short. 30 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Neal playing tougher defense on Jackson Oliver. Pass out, 3 taken, and it's good. Who else? Emory Small.
He's a player.
One more possession here for the Broncos. Neal working to his right. Bounce pass underneath, trying to get to Brady. Brady drew the foul.
Double teamed immediately. Blanchard knows what Bethany wants to do, but it's still not going to stop Brick from getting to the line. Even if it was called on the floor, they'd be in the penalty.
Now it goes on to Ryan Rogers. That's how Bethany is going to have to try and win this game, is to force those swarming defenders to create fouls.
Bethany been doubled up 16-8. Scoring opportunities been very limited.
Brady hits both on that trip to the free throw line. 6 seconds enough for a shot. Blanchard lost a dribble in the corner, but they maintain control. Step back 3. Buzzer beater from Emory Small. Yeah, I can see how they're undefeated.
The confidence is kind of contagious within that group. You can see them feeding off each other. They're very vocal. They talk a lot. Confidence is at a premium, and they have it in spades.
So after the step back and more like a lunge back 3-pointer as the buzzer beater, 19-9, Blanchard leads at the end of the first. Well, we're going to go to a quick break while I try to figure out how words work. We'll be back for the second after this. This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. We're back in the second. 8 minutes have returned to the board. A 10-point lead for the Blanchard Lions, 19-9, and they've got ball first. Now let's see what they draw up on the possession following the step back buzzer beater 3 from Emory Smalley. They're going to try to run that deficit up a little bit more.
The Smalley's credit, he got right to the top of the key, so if he shot it long, it banked right in.
Looking down low, here's Smalley. Fakes a shot, goes up right hand. That one doesn't fall. Brady can't get the rebound. It's back in the hands of the Lions. There's Oliver. No whistle blown, and now they got him on the third try. They're going to hit Malachi Chapman with the foul.
I mean, obviously, I'm trying to see this game as non-biased as possible, but it looked like Brady was fouled on that rebound attempt. No call there. Sometimes when a kid's bigger, refs allow more contact. I mean, that's just kind of natural. It used to be a thing with Shaq. He'd get fouled every play, but you can't call it. But Brady is getting hammered on both ends and not getting a lot of love yet from the refs.
Dempsey Neal set to come back on the floor. Jackson Oliver missed that one. His second, that one made. He goes 1 for 2. Again, I thought in break that the sooner Bethany can really get Denton Jaggers going, the better. They need to take some of the pressure off from low. But here's Dempsey Neal trying to do it himself. Spinning and good for 2.
His offensive game will be very helpful.
He'll spin. That's a nice trick. Full court defense here. It's a turnover and the whistle blown. Oh, I think are they really going to say that Robson stepped out?
No, 2 on Rogers.
Oh, okay, good.
Having a quick whistle there on Rogers. And in the second, I wonder if the refs have kind of talked about getting control of this game.
Chapman tried to inbound it to Brady, but it's deflected. Pass up court. That's press Lippold. Shots blocked. Chapman has it. Bethany going the other way very, very quickly. Chapman hit a 3. Oh, they hit him with the travel.
Ooh.
That's the right call. One too many steps there for Chapman.
Coach Holiday did switch up to a press, and let's see if Bethany keeps up with this and if Blanchard struggles.
Jagger Weaver coming on the floor here for Chapman. I like switching it to a press. You saw Blanchard played with a lot of energy in the first, but Bethany is a team that can match that energy. The Bolt has it now. Handoff, no switches here from the Broncos. They're staying true man. Tough right hand, no good. And that time Brady has the rebound pretty securely. Dempsey Neal back the other way. One man on him, backs off, spinning, looking for Brady again. Brady puts a shot up and it's good.
Here comes the press after makes.
7-point lead for the Lions. 6:15 left to go. Oliver picked up the dribble in a rough spot, but he's able to get the pass off. The Lions get it all the way up the floor, and the shot is good. That came off the hands of number 33, Brian Russell. Neal gets a call from the bench. Working to his right. Two defenders by him. Now he feeds it to the corner. Weaver back to Neal. He pulls up for the three. Too strong. I feel like even he didn't want to settle for that, but he put it up to see if it would fall. .5:30 left to play in the first half. Blanchard taking it slow.
They're tired. You look at them, a lot of hands on hips. Watkins, I saw really breathing hard. Bethany cannot let them stall. They're going to have to keep the pressure on them because I believe the Broncos are probably deeper.
I was thinking the same thing. I was wondering how long they were going to let them stand around like that. But this is the risk you run. Backdoor cut there from Emery Smalley, and they hit him. He's good for two.
Smalley's up to 12, I believe, and that's just he's being very active.
Deal. The Jaggers. Jaggers kicks it back out. Has Weaver. Weaver goes for the floater. Soft touch, no good.
Now here they slow it down again, too. They're going to get into what they want to get. And most of that's going to be slow down and then let Smalley start working off some screens.
Russell has it right now. And there is the pass over to Smalley. Smalley's looking down low and to his left. Didn't see open in the paint. Oh. 4:15. And off to Oliver. Oliver has Neal on him now. We see the move starting to make. Pull up, contested three. Paul Watkins hits it. 14-point lead here for the Lions. Catch and shoot for Rhett Brobson.
He always hits his first two. Let's see if that continues.
That's a little bit of an answer right there. I'm not complaining about Brobson knocking that one down.
Yeah, I love it. And he shot with confidence, which he normally does. Every home game that I can remember, he comes out and he hits his first two threes. Let's hope that streak continues. But you can't match 3 for 3 when you're down 13.
No, right now in timeout, 3:44 left on the clock in the second. 27-17 the score. And you're right. The Lions still leading by double digits. You got to start winning some of these possessions. 2 team fouls on the Broncos here in this quarter, none on the Lions. We saw that number start to climb a little bit in the first. I would love to see them find a way to draw more fouls offensively. I know a lot of that has to do with the style of the game the refs are calling right now. But again, to win this game, I think they're going to have to take full advantage of the athleticism they have in the paint because they've got to go blow for blow with them on that.
Yeah, and our half-court offenses struggled a little bit in getting quality shots. We're going to need to force some turnovers and get out in transition. And they're taking care of the ball. Blanchard's taking care of the ball. We've got to force some turnovers, and they've been tired. I think this is why Coach has called a couple quick timeouts, Coach Word, for the Lions, just to give his guys breathers. We weren't even able to get set up in a press here, so we're going to just stay in our man, but we've got to be active on the ball and force some turnovers.
And just like Griner was trying to do right there, but the Lions do get it away. So Griner's working on Oliver here. Oliver goes with his right. Crossover move. No shot here. Handoffs. Couple extra passes, and you're right. Good call, John. Good call.
Now, it would be nice if that would stay in play and you'd get a breakout layup, but at least you force a turnover. The half-court offense is where we've struggled.
Griner brings up the forward to his left. Oh, try to get the dump off to Brady, luckily. And Brady pulls up for the three. Nice shot, just a little bit too strong. Doesn't try another. No, not on that one. His pass intercepted by Brian Russell. Russell on the steal. They kick it around. It's back in the hands of Oliver now. They'll have to back out, and here you go. Right back to the snail space. 2:50 on the clock. Let's play in the first half.
What Blanchard does, if they don't get a shot in transition, they just bring it out. They run their stuff. A lot of cuts. A lot of pass and cut.
Feed down low. Russell kicks it to the corner. Oliver puts up the three. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Lions have it. Brady's slow to get up. Shot doesn't fall. Still no clear rebound. And this is going to go with the Broncos. Press Lipholtz and Cole Watkins back on the floor here for Blanchard.
So a little worried when you mentioned Brady being slow to get up. He looked grimacing, but I think he's going to be all right.
11-point deficit that the Broncos face right here.
This feels like a possession you got to get a bucket. It's early, but I feel like this is one you just to say we're here, you got to get a basket.
Weaver has it in the corner, kicks it back out. Here's Denton Jagger trying to do just that. Denton Jaggers knocks down his first three of the game. Now, don't let the way this first half has gone fool you. Bethany is still very much in this game. 8-point lead for the Lions.
Yeah, that three feels massive, especially if you can compound it with a stop.
Russell now top of the key, working to his left, able to get past Brady, but he's blocked going up for the rim.
Nice take, but better job by Brady to make sure.
He doesn't let those go that easily. Clock stops at 1:50.
Under 2 to go before half. Bethany trying to make a little run.
Smalley spins, right hand. Good for two.
He knows how to stop a run.
Yeah, he's the guy you got to stop. Lob to Weaver, and he's got it safely.
Oliver tried to do the old steal the inbounds pass play again. Bethany woke up.
Griner bounce pass underneath. Jaggers looking for somewhere to go. Has Chapman extra to Griner. Still nothing going there. Didn't Jaggers face his shot on the baseline. Kicks it to the corner. There's the three taken. Jagger Weaver hits it.
That's his second three. Hey, you're trading 3 for 2. You'll take that for a little bit.
7-point lead here for the Lions. Oliver brings it up slowly. A minute left to play in the second quarter.
This pace has been Blanchard's pace, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's why they're in control of this game. They've established the pace.
Oliver got open underneath, but he couldn't find the shot. He kicks it out. That three, no good from Cole Watkins. It stays with the Lions, though. And
Look at this. They're going to probably try to kill 50 seconds and get the last shot.
I believe you. Paul and Oliver going back and forth. About 30 seconds left to play. Chapman does come out and show a little bit of pressure.
We're in a zone, which we almost always stay full man. So this zone is allowing them to, now he switched it up. Coach Holliday told them, go get a man.
Now under 20 seconds, sitting at 16. Griner on Oliver.
Got to think Smalley's getting the ball, right?
Yeah, he actually give it to Cole Watkins here. Watkins spins, able to get the shot off, but it's off the mark. It's kept alive, and there it is. It's in the hands of Smalley. His shot's up. Thankfully. Thankfully, no good. I don't know what we would have done if we had made that.
I don't know what he would have done. He likes to talk that smack.
So as we head to have 29-22, Bethany down 7, but as we've said, still very much in this game.
They've been that quarter by 3, Luke. So if you're Bethany, I mean, that's something that you're holding on to. Hey, we can play with these guys. We were down 10 to start. With the girls game, we talked a lot about the rust, and we didn't really mention it with the boys game. Broncos haven't played a meaningful team basketball game. Of course, they've been having practice, but they've had a winter break, but so has Blanchard. So both teams come under the same kind of circumstances. You just you get off to a rocky start. You gotta really turn it on and put us in a deficit. Gained a little bit, so still in this ball game and a lot of game to go.
Let's head to a break here. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the stats and player performances as we get ready for half number 2.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month, and yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law and enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
Learn about nursing and long-term care at CNA Training Academy, 7463 Northwest 23rd Street. Mary Chikwuma offers affordable, useful, and flexible classes every day that will teach you the foundations of medical care. Mary Chikwuma has been teaching her class for 18 years and is eager to teach you. Understand vital signs, train for and be hired as a PCA, and learn about caring for patients in nursing homes, hospitals, assisted living situations, and more at CNA Training Academy. Call 405-315-1357 and ask about financial qualifications. CNA Training Academy is open to all ages and has classes on the weekend and in the evenings as well. Call CNA now, 405-315-1357, and join classes of people learning about nursing and inspiring each other daily. Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898. Evans Hardware in Midwest City. Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home with a $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with a selection of just about everything, with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999. and coyotepond.com. And we welcome you back here for the halftime show. 5 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock here before we get ready for quarter number 3. Luke Young, John Hickman with you. Thanks to Simplified Tech Solutions and Victory Mattress Outlet for their support of the stream. Hope everybody is enjoying the stream so far, whether you're on YouTube, GSN Sports and Talk, or online on thegospelstation.com, Sports and Talk. We have a lot of fun putting these on, so we're happy to hear from you. And we know that you guys are enjoying it as well. John, 7-point lead for Blanchard as we get ready for the second half. It's not near as far away as it could have been with some of the talent the Lions have rolled out here tonight. It's been a team-oriented game for Bethany. All players have points, save Seth Griner. Jagger Weaver leads the team with 6.
Yeah, I think if you're Blanchard, you're happy that you're winning the game. Now, where you would pick at is we lost the second quarter. We gave up a couple 3-pointers, but overall, I think if you're Blanchard, you're happy. If you're Bethany, you're glad you won the second quarter, but you've got to figure out a way to take control of the pace. The pace has been all Blanchard. They have dictated the pace on both ends. On their offensive sets, their half-court offense, they've taken whatever they've wanted to get. They've used up the clock. They did a lot of backdoor cuts, a lot of kind of screen away and just freeing up players, a lot of ball movement that way. And milking the clock at the end of both quarters.
Man,
they just milked the clock. So they've been in control of that. If you're Bethany, you talked a lot about like, hey, we've got to force the pace, get in the passing lanes, but you can't get beat. They're going to go back door. They're going to do a lot of back cuts. So just keep your head on a swivel, but you gotta force the pace a little bit. As we mentioned in the second quarter, get a couple turnovers, easy transitions. And you're also, if you're Coach Holiday, you're saying, hey, we're in this game. This is an undefeated team. We're only down 7. If we can get hot, and if they'll start calling some fouls for Brady, I don't quit what we're doing. Let's try to go inside first and then go out and see what happens.
I agree with you right there. The Lions 6-0, number 7 in the class here tonight, and Bethany is hanging right there with them. Now, I know I personally would like to see Denton Jaggers get going a little bit more. He's 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. That's his 3 points. But if they can get, Jagger Weaver still involved, if he can still lead this team, put up his shots, if they can get Denton Jaggers starting to pull up for that, mid-range 2 he likes, that will help a little bit to take some of the pressure off of Breck Brady and to take some of the pressure away from the middle of the paint. So we'll see what the game plan is coming out here for the Broncos. 3 minutes left in halftime. We're about to go back to break.
Before we do, I think maybe if you're Coach Holiday, you go back to that press, show that a little bit more, and then even like a sneaky sub here or there, a Tarrant, just to be a pest, like go attack the ball. Of course, you got to go through it. Don't be beat back door. You don't overplay it, but just be pesky.
Yep.
We got to be real pesky on the ball to kind of get the turnovers going.
They do have a lot of defenders who have really good hands. We've seen that from Seth Renner. We've seen that from Tarrant. We've seen that from some of the other role players that could come off the bench here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 7 players have hit the floor here for the Broncos. So they definitely have a lot of guys that they could give time if the situation is right. But we'll see what the discussion they had, what adjustments they made in half when we come back from break. 2 minutes, and then we're back with third quarter action. Don't go anywhere. This is Bethany Basketball and GSN Sports and Talk, brought to you by Simplified Tech Solutions and Victory Mattress Outlet.
Lilygrass Flowers and Decor is rooted in rich history dating back to 1979 in the precious memory of Flowers by Roy. Alicia Rankins and staff have carried the commitment to only offer the finest, unique floral arrangements with same-day delivery locally and nationally. What you envision, we make reality at Lilygrass Flowers and Decor, 7101 Northwest Expressway. Call Lilygrass Flowers and Decor at 721-1813 and begin a new memory.
Polished is Total Grooming at 836 Garth Brooks in Yukon with 28 years combined experience, including airbrush design, nail caps on dogs and cats, as well as
Sports Network. John Hickman, Luke Young here, and Bethany just 45 seconds away from our second half. Bethany is down 29 to 22. But Luke, it's been a fun ball game when you're playing the undefeated Lions. The Broncos, we knew it'd be a test. We didn't know how hard it would be. The half-court defense from Blanchard's been suffocating. I'm wondering about the whistle. I expect Bethany to test it out, go inside to Breck Brady and see if that whistle comes. And hopefully it does, and then anything can happen in this game at that point.
Absolutely. And Man, it's just the athleticism both these sides bring, man. It's something impressive. They're so quick. Their moves are so efficient. They're efficient scores. This is anyone's game. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Bethany does get ball here to start the second half.
So Griner will bring an immediate turnover. Griner's pass stolen away. No shot, or excuse me, the shot doesn't fall. There's no foul calls, thankfully. And then Jaggers throws it to Chapman. Chapman back to Griner. Spot up three, excuse me. No good. Rebound. I'm struggling here.
No more Snickers for you.
The Snickers is coming back to get me.
Here we go. Look at the double team immediately to Brady. They're going to have to swing it opposite when that happens. Good take. Two offensive rebounds on this series for Bethany. Got to get points now out of it.
Yep, and Weaver takes another shot. That one no good. They're still fighting for it. Finally goes in the hands of the Lions. Yeah.
That's a hurtful, empty possession. You get a couple of offensive rebounds and can't convert one of them. Not a good sign to start the second half.
Now, at least they were getting the offensive rebounds. They were giving themselves chances. Spot up three for Emory Smalley. It doesn't fall, and that one easily rebounded. Not a lot of pressure on them. They've kind of backed off the pressure of the paint, I feel like, already. Chapman drives to the baseline, slings one. Extra pass, then Jaggers for three.
Good pass from Jaggers. As you mentioned, the extra pass got a wide open Denton Jagger. So a Jagger to Jaggers connection.
That's what we've been looking for. Brings Bethany within 4. Still, Blanchard in no hurry. Chapman over on Oliver. Griner is situated on Emory Smalley now. There's a pass underneath to Oliver. He's going to try to make his move against Chapman, and they'll hit Chapman with a foul.
You know, that's what Blanchard wants to do. The longer you have the ball in possession, the harder it is to defend. It's kind of like a quarterback that has more time. Cornerbacks can't stay with a wide receiver. They're moving around so much on this court. It is hard to stay with them, and that's what Blanchard wants to do.
Second personal foul on Malachi Chapman. The free throw is not made by Oliver. That is something, though, I do think Blanchard might have mentioned in that halftime break. They've left a lot of points on the board with the free throws. Not that I'm complaining. Oliver screws up for his second. That one is good. 1 for 2. 5-point lead here for the Lions. Griner brings it up against Oliver, working with his right hand. Over to Chapman, over to Weaver. Weaver spinning. Looking for a little bit of separation. Pulled up for 2 is no good. Brady has on the rebound. The putback is good.
There, he converted on that offensive rebound. We've got a 3-point game, Luke. I mean, we're early in the third, but I love the fight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Rogers, bounce pass inside to Smalley. Smalley gets the man to jump.
He is a master at the jump stop and pump fake. He very rarely does he just go straight up. There's usually some sort of pivot foot, a pump fake, or just to get the defender off balance. Does a really good job at it.
Then Jaggers was making his move around the perimeter. We will have a foul call. This is going to go on. It appears number 33, Brian Russell. Yeah, it's tough to defend because you can't just say, don't jump. Like, you can't just let him have the opportunity to go up easily. It's all about keeping the arms straight up, keeping the hands straight up, not bringing those down on top of someone.
Didn't have to pull double duty here, cleaning up a little wet spot on the court. You think we'd have people for that? Is it even his sweat? I mean, he kind of maybe a servant-like attitude there from Denton.
Chapman on the inbounds. Gives it straight to Jaggers. Back to Chapman into the corner. Weaver nearly lost it.
Nice.
All the way around. Griner takes his shot, and he drew the foul.
Watkins shaking his head. He obviously hit him on the arm. Griner been scoreless. Everyone else has scored, so this will be a chance for Seth to get a couple points here for the Broncos and get that score.
Yeah, if my stats are correct, he did take a shot in the first half, so that was his first shot. Griner's first is good.
See, it doesn't jinx them. There is no announcer jinx. I will try it on Blanchard later though.
His second, that one good as well. Perfect on his trip to the line, 3-point game. Oliver back to the top of the key and around the perimeter. Here's the move from Cole Watkins. Fadeaway shot. He drew the foul.
It's good call. Contact.
Foul goes on number 1, then Jaggers.
Now I like this. If they keep this kind of whistle up, I think that would be a fair game.
Jaggers' first first foul. Free throw is made by Cole Watkins.
Senior, 6'4".
His second, no good. And it's in the hands of the Broncos. Chapman brings up the floor. Looking ahead to Griner. Griner in the corner. Trying to get to the baseline. He tried to go for that same sling pass along the baseline. Just out on the Lions.
If Bethany can keep going 2 for 2 from the line and Blanchard 1 for 2, really change this game.
Jaggers freed up on the inbounds, but he has no catch and shoot opportunity. Bethany goes all the way around the perimeter. I think they got to call him from the bench. Oliver.
Ooh.
Overextends a little bit. Oh, something happened right there with Griner, but he's okay. They keep it alive. Jaggers got it to Weaver, who pulled up for 3. No good. Chapman has the offensive rebound. His pass tipped by a Lion. Wow, a lot just happened.
No, I thought Chapman actually overpassed. I feel like he didn't realize he could go right back up with it and probably get a layup.
What happened with Griner? Did he just slip?
Yeah, I feel like he just kind of slipped on the court there.
Griner now on the inbound, looking for somewhere to go, lobs it to Weaver.
Weaver was showing the hops tonight.
Brady slings one to Chapman. Chapman working on the right side, gets past a man. Yeah, just fired one into the corner. Too hot to handle. Too high.
Griner was a great receiver for our Broncos. That was just too hot. A little bit out of control. Right idea. Just had a lot of mustard on that pass.
Yeah.
Another big possession to have a turnover on when you're down 4, fighting their way into this game, trying to tie it up or get the lead.
Yeah, this is a big one. Got to get a stop. Watkins passes it back out to Rogers. Rogers shot no good. Griner has the rebound. Great job by Seth Griner come flying in from beyond the perimeter for that one.
Brady needs a touch or just hit a 3.
Ask and he will answer. Did Jaggers for 3.
That's 3 threes from Jaggers. And do we have a technical on Chapman? What do we got going on here? Delay of game. So after the 3, not letting it drop through, I turned my head. So I'm assuming we didn't let the ball hit the court. So the next delay of game would be a technical. So it's just kind of a warning in essence. 1-point game, Luke.
1-point game. Neal back on the floor here for the Broncos, matched up against Jackson Oliver. See what the Lions do. They've lost their lead here in the third. Got it with Rogers. Rogers drives, baseline pass. Going underneath, the shot from Hefferman, no good. He's got a second chance here. No foul by Brady, and somehow he got that shot to fall.
Brady has only 1. Probably would have been good to put him on the line instead of give up that layup.
Here's Neal again, work to his right, trying to get something going. Chapman slings it to the corner. One more time from 3.
He is feeling it. Are you kidding me? 4 threes.
What did I say? What did I say? Get him going. Good things happen.
You did. Nostradamus. Luke Young.
All knotted up, 35 apiece. 3 minutes left to play in the third.
We have a break. I got a question.
Okay. Smalley, bounce pass underneath. Yeah, that's just good offense right there from the Lions. Hefferman. 2-point game.
Put him on the line.
Neal and Sid Jaggers here converse. There's a switch right there. Now it's trouble here. That was Neal and Smalley matched up, and the Lions have it 2-on-1. Smalley goes up for 2. 4-point lead for the Lions very, very quickly.
2 turnovers for Dempsey. Neal having a little tough go here. Timeout, Fleming. He's had a great season. Just you hate it for him to have a couple turnovers in this game. I know he's feeling it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's rough. It's a bad time, but They'll take this timeout, give them a break, come back stronger out of it. Let's go to break here. 4-point lead for the Lions with 2:24 left to play in the third. You're watching Bethany High School basketball.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
We're back in action here, 2:24 on the clock.
Hey, we had it tied 35-35, and my question was, you brought up, you said it was all knotted up.
Yeah.
What do you think that comes from, knotted up?
I mean, you have to assume it comes from tying knots, but
Yeah, I think that's it. It's an interesting phrase, but I think it comes from ties and a tie knot.
yeah, how we ever use that to, mention like tie ball games. I don't know how that ever got used for that, but
Heat check.
didn't have it. Did Jaggers split for another 3?
Holiday drew that up. That was a designed three-pointer for Jaggers. Couldn't convert. Watkins, passed up a shot.
Here's number 2, Jackson Oliver on the drive. Bounce pass at the corner. The vault doesn't have it. Rebound, Broncos. Fast break. Jagger Weaver. Euro step, and he's denied.
That's a great block. Jaggers had to kind of smile a little bit. His move did not go out. Didn't pan out how he was hoping.
That's Press LaPolt on the block. 6'4" senior. Yeah, I mean, you just got to tip your hat to that one. Right there to Brady on the inbounds. Brady one-on-one. There's the help defense, but Brady maintains control, goes up right hand, second chance, that's good.
Offensive rebound again.
39-37. The Lions still lead. Griner matched up on Oliver. A couple subs ready to come in for the Lions. Rogers to Watkins around the perimeter, running out of time here in the third. 1:20 left to play. Oliver picked up the dribble, able to get the pass off. Right back to him. Griner trying to stop him from driving. Level 2 on that one, but here's Watkins through multiple defenders. Whistle blown.
It's on the opposite side, so I couldn't quite see that, but tough call there when it looked like that shot was going to be long.
Shooting foul, too. Well, Watkins heads to the line.
I think he went 2 for 2 last time. Yeah, there it was. There it was. I did it.
Ryan Russell back on the floor here. He'll replace Braden Heffernan.
This is a lineup that is a little bit, I think, where Brady or Jaggers inside could take an advantage. By the way, he missed both. Thank you.
Brady had the rebound. Absolutely. 1 minute left to play. Now Bethany can slow it down a little bit. Jaggers ball handler kicks it to the corner with Chapman. Chapman one-on-one. Goes right hand. Fires across the corner. Griner for 3. No good. Oh, man. I wanted it.
Just short.
Watkins nearly lost the dribble on the other end. He's able to get the pass off cleanly. 40 seconds left to play in the third. Rogers nearly got his pocket pick there. Oliver has Weaver matched up on him. Picked up the dribble. Get on him, Weaver. Yes, sir.
They're going to use this clock, 25 seconds, 3-point game.
And they're going to run it all down. Oh, and there's the pass tip in the hands of Brady. He launches one for Denton Jaggers. Jaggers goes up.
What? What? What?
And one. Who do you think you are jumping with number 1?
That one's going to be highlighted. People are going to our YouTube channel just to watch that dunk.
And one attempt. No good.
You know, that's his first 2. 1 point game.
6 seconds.
Smalley.
Oh, he's got it. Spins. Goes up left hand. Oh, they're hitting Brady with the foul. I don't know about that one.
Are they going to add a technical to Coach Holiday? Please don't tell me.
I don't know about this one.
Don't add a technical to this. They are adding a technical to Coach Holiday. Please tell me this is not true.
Nah. That's crazy.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
gosh. Oh, what a turn of events. It was a 1 point game.
Yeah. 0.6 seconds, by the way. That's where the clock stopped. They hit Brady with the foul and then get that tag.
An and one and free throw.
Officials, man. Always ruin hype moments.
Understand. I mean, Holiday, I think, basically stomped his foot. And it wasn't even I don't know. I mean, I've seen a whole lot worse happen.
Way off the mark.
I have him at 42. The basket counted, right?
He didn't make the basket.
Oh, he didn't make the basket.
No. Goes 1 for 2 on that one. It was blocked by Brady, and they hit him on the foul on the block.
Okay, so they'll also have a shot because it'll be 0.6. They get 2 free throws on the technical.
Yeah. And he makes that one.
So he's so far in this whole possession, 2 points. Let's see what the damage ends up being.
And
3. And now, if they hit a shot here, oh my gosh, this would be ridiculous.
That's dumb.
We'll
21
give him
points.
2 points on a technical.
21 points for Emery Smalley. The worst guy to have at the line right
He's
there.
going to shoot it again.
They're going low, and Schreiner got in the way. Good job by Seth Schreiner there. That'll do it for the third. 43-39. A contentious into the third.
Oh boy, that's a hard one.
I think it's safe to say that all 3 groups on the floor right now have a lot to talk about. Blanchard, us, and the officials. Final 8 minutes coming at you here. 4-point lead for the Lions when we come back. And, well, John, could it have ended any other way? It's going to go all the way down to the wire when we come back from break on GSN Sports and Talk.
Come see us down at Smoothie King. We have 2 amazing
Stan's Plumbing
locations
is your
to serve
locally
you.
owned full-service licensed and
Southeast 15th Street.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned full-service
5921
licensed and
Southwest
bonded
3rd
plumbing
Street,
company.
Located right in the heart of Oklahoma City. Folks, we have the awesome Dude Perfect smoothie. We have wonderful enhancements to get you ready for your workout. Rule the day. Smoothie King is your one-stop shop for delicious smoothie action. Come see us at Smoothie King.
It's a battle for the ages here in Bethany, Oklahoma, John. 8 minutes. 4-point lead for the Lions.
Yep.
What does Bethany have to do to get over that hump here to win this game?
What they've been doing, they've won the last 2 quarters by 3 in each to claw back into this game. So the same pressure, timely shots. I'd maybe look a little bit more inside too. And they got to keep this guy under control.
Oh, man. Immediately a 3 from Emery Smalley. He's got 24 on the night. But there's our own playmaker right there, Denton Jaggers. Kicks it out. Jagger Weaver takes the shot. No answer on that one. Fight for the rebound and the whistle blown.
How are they going to call that on?
I believe Chapman, right?
I'm
Is
expecting
this going on Blanchard?
it's going on chat.
Okay, I thought so.
I'm expecting a makeup call at some point after that technical. That was just brutal.
I mean,
Not only this is serious. Smalley missed his first free throw, and then he hit his next 3. He got in a rhythm. Then he comes out and hits a 3. I mean, you seeing the ball go in gives you confidence. I mean, he's a good player. He could have hit the 3 anyway, but those free throws sure didn't hurt his chances.
I'm just surprised you give a tech for a coach stopping his foot. Of all things, that feels like far from the worst you could ever give a technical for.
Yeah, and he yelled with it. I think it was more like no. It was still debatable whether that should have been called.
Well, anyways, back in the action. 7-point lead now for the Lions. They beat down low for Smalley, trying to get to their playmaker. Smalley's pass to Brian Russell, and the floater is good from Russell. Reinhard Chapman. Chapman has room. Goes up. Through the foul.
That was Chapman just initiating the contact. He saw the player out of position, had no chance of going in, but smartly gets to the line.
So Chapman will head to the line for his first free throws of the night. Currently a 9-point lead for the Lions, trying to cut into that.
So it was 39-40, Lou. This is an 8-0 run. Chapman trying to stop that.
Knocks down his first. One team foul on both sides already in this quarter. There are 2 fouls on number 3, Cole Watkins, and 3 on number 1, Press LaPolte, as Chapman hits his second as well. Here's LaPolte with the ball. It's off to Oliver. Every possession is key at this point in the game. Smalley looking down low. Doesn't like what he sees, feeds it to the corner. LaPolte drives. Gets it up over Brady. No good. Offensive rebound, but it's picked by Griner. Bodies hit the deck. No foul call. Bethany has it. Weaver slows things down. Now looking for the corner. There's an open Chapman. Pump fake. The shot. Yes. Malachi Chapman with a huge answer. Timeout taken by the Lions.
You know, his free throws actually kind of help see the ball go through the net and get a little confidence, and then he nails the three, his second 3 of the night.
Exactly what you were talking about, huh? How about that? 6:13 where the clock stops. 4-point lead once more for the Lions. And that's all it takes. 2 possessions, a foul, a made 3. And suddenly you are right back where you were when you started this quarter.
Yeah, it was 39-40, and then it got to 48-39, and now we're on a little run to get it to 44-48. It's been a game of runs here at the end of the third and start of the fourth.
You have to wonder what the coaches are saying to their players right now. I wish we had a mic to get in that huddle.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
I'm be curious the rotation. I'm wondering if Neal or Brobston will get a chance to get back on the court if he rides these 5 all the way through. Griner's hands right there were big time. Dempsey, Neal would come in with him sometimes, but Griner's been playing big, and then Chapman just hit the big 3, and Brobston kind of subbed in him for some. So I think he stays with this 5. Now Blanchard looks a little tired, so got to keep the pressure up. And then someone's just got to shut down Smalley. I'm okay with anyone else taking a shot if I'm Coach Holliday, except Smalley.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And having their energy low is exactly what we're looking for. I mean, you said it, but Bethany has a very deep bench. If we can get them tired, that only works to our advantage. All right, 6 minutes left to play in the game. Blanchard looking for their opening. That's Oliver on the far side trying to get past Griner. Handoff to Russell. Russell doesn't like the 3. Now he drives right hand, kick to the corner. Extra pass. Contested 3 for LaPolte. But he knocks it down.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. He knocked it down. So kudos to him.
Shooter's going to shoot. That's basketball.
It was contested. Just a great shot.
Griner with resistance from Oliver. Houston Jaggers in the corner. Jaggers brings it back out towards the top here. Weaver gets a man to bite. Extra pass to Griner. He goes up. Does he have it? No good on the floater. Punched out by the Lions. 5:21 is where the clock stops.
I'm glad you mentioned the clock. That's, of course, of extreme importance. But now stops and makes are key every trip down.
Foul goes on at number 10.
The time wasting away, there's very few wasted opportunities available. Got to score on these possessions. We have a foul out here, by the way.
Is that 5 on Martin now?
Yeah, those are quick. I think he had 5 minutes and 5 fouls. It was pretty quick.
Wow. Heffernan back on the floor now for the Lions here. That's another fold to the game, right? Driving up Blanchard's foul numbers. When you get tired, you get sloppy. That's the idea. First free throw missed here from Jaggers.
Got to get one. Jaggers got to get one. There's blood on Denton, so they're going to send him off. I'm not sure what they're going to do. If it's just a jersey swap.
I mean, they look like they're just going to try to get it off real quick.
Yeah, Snickers getting you, Luke. You
did this on purpose.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It looks like they've cleaned up the jersey pretty well. The ref says, hey, that's clean enough. So even though one of the assistants went back to get one, they'll have that in reserve. But it looks like Jaggers is going to go to the line right now with a with a cleaner jersey.
Missed his first. Here's his second. Hits that one.
The delay did not hurt him, thankfully.
Picks up points on that trip to the line. 6-point game. Here we go. You see number 5, Mary Smalley working quick again.
Good job from Griner. Pressure Herferman. Not that he's a bad player, but handling the rock is not going to be his forte. Got to put pressure on him. He almost threw that one away.
Smalley, the inbounder, looking for Oliver, and he hasn't. To what Blanchard runs here. Oliver's looking to his right. Bounce pass underneath. This is Watkins. Toss too short.
There
Brady
it
has a
is.
rebound, but he's in trouble.
Got to stop. Now you need another bucket.
Under 5 minutes left to play in the game. Chapman in trouble. Got his pocket picked, and they can't defend. It's Griner on a 1-on-2. Shots up, no good. Chapman has the rebound.
Good job from Griner to force a tough layup.
We were looking for Chapman. He hit a 3 earlier. No chance on this one. Oh.
Good, thankfully, because that pass was a little errant, but Heffernan got caught with pushing Brady in the back.
Yeah, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. And I noticed that now a couple of times from Chapman. It seems like his energy gets the better of him a couple of times. He's a little bit too loose, a little bit too wild. But the foul does help. 3 on Heffernan. He's going to head out for a little bit. Inbounds here from Griner. Looking for something underneath. Just goes to the lob to Brady, and Brady has it. Lots of contact here. Brady goes up, got his own rebound, and he drew the foul.
That's going to be 4 team fouls. Coach Word is complaining that there was a travel. I think we did get away with a travel there, but we had a bad technical earlier, so I'm going to count it as a wash.
Well, Brady will head to the line with the chance to shoot 2.
Last time we were 1 for 2 from the line. Need both.
Didn't make that one. And Coach Word does have a lot to say.
His last name is fitting.
No technical flying there, though. Just saying.
Oh, wow.
It's all about the
You
foot
went
stomp.
there.
I
You
told
went
you.
there.
I told you. Brady hits the second. It's all about the foot stomp. 1 for 2 on that trip to line. 5-point game. Slowly bringing it in.
We're going 1 for 0 the last 2 times down. Need another 0 here.
Griner on Oliver. Gets the pass off. Brian Russell just slowing things down. Blanchard back to running their slow pace here. Smalley looking to his right again.
They have this stall down really well.
They do. They do. Well, here's the move. That's number 33, Russell. His shot no good. Rebounded by Bethany.
Good job.
And Jagger secures it. He slits, goes down, lost the dribble. Brady can't pick it up. It's a fight for the ball.
Look at how many Lions are on the court. You've got to give it up to them. That was all hustle, and they deserve that timeout.
Absolutely, they do for that one. The heart, the grit, the hustle.
Now we could complain a little bit about the hands early, but they are all heart, these Lions, diving on the court. I think all 5 of them.
My question was, I think they just took a timeout. I thought they might have been calling a foul on one of them, but I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, I think they just gave them the 30-second timeout. So they will have possession of the ball in a 2-possession game. A bucket here with how we know they stall and kill time would, gosh, I almost feel like a backbreaker. I mean, anything. You really feel like Blanchard still, I mean, Bethany needs an empty possession for Blanchard here.
Yeah. We do have them at 14 fouls. So I'd say that's the way they get back in. Say Blanchard does score. If you can draw that 15th foul, add to the bonus. That could be the way back in. Let's see what happens. 3.5 left to play in regulation. The undefeated Lions traveling to Bethany, trying to keep it an undefeated season. Smalley makes his move, left hand, trying to get all the way to the glass. Hesitation again. Shot doesn't fall. Rebounded by the Broncos. Reiner looks up ahead, trying to get to Den Jaggers. No, you are not calling a foul on that. There is no foul there. I'm sorry. There is no foul there. There's not one.
After what this game has been, that's been a no call all game. Even the last possession where every Blanchard line was on the court, they could have called a foul and they didn't. Well, then don't call it then.
I'm sorry. That is a thrown away call right there. And the Bethany faithful have something to say about it too.
Gosh, I need a ball doesn't lie moment right now because that was ridiculous. First off, it wasn't a smart pass. Okay, Bethany put themselves in a position there, but ultimately it was saved and it was going to be our ball.
So 3 minutes left to play here in the fourth. Oliver brings it up the court again. This time he's got number 3 Weaver on it. So they're going to do this the whole time if they can. Not even looking to drive yet.
The smart play, what they do is they kind of reset by bringing out their 5, which Breck is kind of slow to get out there because he's mostly in the paint and it helps him stall.
There is the drive. Still no foul called, and it's kept alive by Griner. Great hustle.
Ball don't lie, but that was 30 seconds off the clock.
You need points, and you need them now. Extra pass. Chapman pulls up for 3. No good. Rebounded by the Lions.
All right, we talked about how in this time frame, an empty possession could be death. That did not feel good.
Right on Oliver. Needing a little bit of a miracle here. Trying to trap him, trying to force him out of bounds or anything. Oliver drives.
Oh, this ref, the one ref, has been brutal to us. Oh my gosh.
This whole time, we've needed 1 on Blanchard to put Bethany in the bonus.
It's the same ref, the same one that called the technical, the same one that called the foul there. And then even there's been a no call all game.
There's the move. Smalley up. He's got it.
Oh, the Blanchard bench knows that blood is in the water.
5-point game once again, 2 minutes. Weaver now making his move, getting all the way to the baseline, bounces around, doesn't fall.
Oh, it's kind of how this fourth quarter has gone. Beautiful move. The ball just goes around the back of the rim.
Yeah, here you see more of a trap style defense coming out for Bethany, trying whatever they can to cause a turnover.
Have to get 2 fouls to get them at the line too, and then the penalty. So got to be thinking about this quickly. But a turnover.
Okay.
All right, Luke, what do you think? 3 or 2 here? Are we at that time that 2's? I think he still can get a 2.
Depends on who's shooting. Fired one up court for Chapman. A lot of contact.
He's shooting free throws, by the way.
Okay. That foul goes on Brian Russell. Whistle that time does work in Bethany's favor a little bit.
It's a little too late from that guy, though. He's on my. If it was Christmas, he'd be getting cold.
That's 5 team fouls on Blanchard, 3 personal on Russell. Chapman sinks the first.
Okay, the clock stopped. That's a game changer. And anytime they foul a Bronco, that's going to happen again.
And he makes them both.
Good timeout here from Coach Holiday.
Absolutely. Chapman 4 for 4 from the line today. He brings Bethany back within 5. 1.5 minutes left to play in this game.
The timeout's smart because Coach Holiday's got to tell our team, okay, their whole goal is to kill 1:28. That's all they want to do. They're not worried about scoring. They just want this time to tick. Now, we don't need to foul right away. I think we're very aggressive on defense. Try to force them into a bad pass like they did last time. But if they get this thing under a minute, I would then say be extra aggressive and foul,
Yeah.
but maybe you get away with it. Don't be so obvious with it. At 45 seconds, you got to foul no matter what, because then we've got to foul again to get them to the line.
I'm just taking it in for a second. Just the situation, the environment. It's a fun one. Did we expect anything else between these two teams? Rivals in Class 4A, both ranked, both with many ranked opponents on their schedules coming up, looking to start off the spring semester the right way. This is why you watch high school basketball here in the state of Oklahoma, these games right here. All right, coming out of the timeout here.
So it is going to be I think probably just a full court man. Let's see if they trap out of it. Oh, that's a steal. Oh, gosh, that was going to be Bethany basketball.
They hit Jagger Weaver with the foul.
So the next foul is
Yeah.
penalty. I'm not sending anyone to the line unless it's like number 44.
That could eventually.
I would foul him on purpose, not Smalley.
Weaver tried to give the way of that handoff.
Okay, just play good defense for 30 seconds here.
Weaver on Smalley.
There you go. He's picked up his dribble. That's when you got a chance. You want him to pick up their dribble. Get up there. Get up there. Now I'd foul him on purpose.
Oliver has it now, still working on Griner.
So they've almost killed the 30 seconds.
Yep. Back handoff.
I still play good defense right now. Okay, now I'm under a minute. I'm extra aggressive. I foul him for sure. Fouling.
Heffernan with the ball. It's in trouble in the corner. Couple of bodies on the ground. Blanchard maintains control.
Don't foul him.
Yeah.
Don't foul him.
45 seconds.
Now you have to foul next play.
Right.
Watkins, maybe. I don't know. You got to foul.
Too much time is coming off the clock here. They don't realize. There it is. Chapman finally fouls him.
So the timing didn't go exactly how we wanted. It was close. I would have just fouled 44 no matter when he got the ball.
What was that? Nearly a whole minute that just came off?
Yeah. Was it Lephold that dribbled while it was on the ground?
Free throw miss. Yeah, I believe so.
Which was smart.
Related.
If you're dribbling,
Yeah.
you can get back up. If you're not, it's a travel. But he did miss the first. 34 seconds, plenty of time, especially since they're in the penalty. He missed them both.
Missed them both. Brady has it. Got to go in a hurry. Run a set play, get a good look, but you got to have a little bit of a hurry to you. Chapman to the corner. Swears up for three. Yes.
Clock runs, then the timeout. So good timeout there because the clock in high school, it keeps going. They could have taken 5 seconds off. So Coach Holliday forces it. And it's a full timeout, Luke. Beautiful play. It took them too long to get to it, but they got an open Chapman for three.
Chapman, man, 3 3-pointers, 4 from the line. Just brought Bethany within 2.
Did I use my free throw jinx too early?
You can never have enough free throw jinxes.
Okay. I don't know if it worked 2 times in one game, but we will for sure. Well, I didn't even have to use it on Lephold.
Yeah. I think you got at least 1 back on that. We're going to send it to a quick break when we come back from commercial. Potentially the end of this game, but we'll see which way it goes. This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018.
And we bring it back from commercial here. So 20 seconds, 18.8 officially. 53-51, the Lions lead, and they're inbounding the ball. They're allowed to move around. They
I
did
don't
it.
foul him. Make him pass now. Foul. Oh yeah, and the
Trying to get the
steal.
steal.
Reiner got fouled. They're not going to
Fucked
call
up.
it, but it stays here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Pretty much everybody on this side of the gym was doing the same thing. And that'll result in another timeout.
Now we've got strategy to talk about.
Oh, yeah. 6 seconds came off of the clock. 12.1 left to play. But get this, I'm seeing some of the Broncos smiling now. They weren't smiling earlier. I think
they have both teams have one timeout, by the way. So
yeah.
if you can't get it in, you're telling your inbounder, don't force it. We have one timeout. Now you hope to save it just in case something crazy happens. I think the big question is if Holiday goes for 2 or 3 in this moment. Since there's time, I like a quick 3 and then a foul if you miss. I'm okay with the 3 on this possession. And in the tournament game, he drew up a great 3 to Brobston to send it to overtime. A beautiful 3-point play. A Coach Cannon special actually from last year. So I'm curious what he does. It goes to an elbow to a 3-point shooter to the right wing. Let's see if it happens here.
Chapman and Den Jaggers both at the bottom of your screen right now. Here's the inbounds. They go high to Jaggers. He goes all the way to the paint. He's to the corner. Here's Weaver. 8 seconds. Weaver's pass out on the Lions.
Okay.
6 seconds.
Now, you could run it from the sideline, and this is where they ran it last time in the tournament. So this could be, I go for 3 here.
Okay. The inbounds goes quick. Then Jaggers gets over to Griner. Griner has no shot. Gets in the paint. Pulls up for 2. No good. No putback. The Lions have it.
Look at this. They're acting like they just won a championship game.
A 2-point win at the final.
This meant a lot to this Blanchard team.
I mean, Bethany had a chance. They had a chance right there at the end. Just the shot didn't fall, and they couldn't get the quick putback. I don't think they really opened up the shot they were looking for, so credit to the Lions for the defense on that. But I will say, to play this game against this Lions team and to have your chance to at least send it to overtime right there at the end, I think this bodes well for the Broncos.
Yeah, and it's a home game. There's a little, I don't know how much home games really matter as far as like a spread would be concerned. I think if you're Coach Holiday, the one thing you hate is that technical is the difference in this game.
It was. And still, I still disagree with, again, I stomp, yell, whatever. I still don't know if I would call it tech for that.
Especially with how the game had been.
Yeah.
If it was a tightly officiated game, if there had been some conversations already, both coaches, even in the varsity girls game, the same officials are out there. There was some heated conversations and no technicals. It just seemed odd in the environment we were in and in the play that happened to give him a technical. Now, you're dealt it. You have to overcome it. You have to win the game. You get a decent look at the buzzer to tie it. It just didn't go your way. But I know as a coach that one's going to stay for Coach Holiday.
So let's send it to a quick break. When we come back on this post-game show now, we'll take a look ahead at the schedule before we get out of here for this tournament later on. So don't go anywhere. We're on GSN Sports and Talk. And we bring you back here for the post-game show, wrapped up at the end now of the Blanchard Lions and the Bethany Broncos here on January 6th. Well, it was a fun game. Didn't go the Broncos' way, but they had a chance to win it or at least push it to overtime at the very end against an extremely strong Blanchard Lions squad. I think this, like I said before we went to break, bodes well for Bethany later on this season. They've had some rough losses, but they've had some tough games against ranked opponents so far. I feel like they're so close to getting over that hump and turning these games around. But at the end of this one, 53-51 the final. Blanchard continues an undefeated season.
A tight game. Smalley was the difference maker, of course, for Blanchard. Without him, I mean, there's no chance they have it winning. I mean, he really played an outstanding game. They had some other contributions as well, Watkins, Leopold. But, boy, Smalley was just a dynamic player for the Lions tonight. Good balanced. Jaggers Denton caught fire there from three. I think a little bit more inside presence probably would have helped the Broncos. He did a lot of damage from the outside, only had 1 2-point field goal, I believe. Weaver hit a couple threes big, and then in the second half was kind of quiet. But Malachi Chapman, he covered a lot of that with a high scoring output of 13 points, second leading on the team. We didn't get our depth as usual. Neal had a couple turnovers, and I think coach kind of didn't trust him and went with Griner the rest of the way. Robson hit the one big three, but Chapman was on fires, and so he really didn't get back in. And we didn't get to see some of our other players, whether it's Connor or Tarrant, who sometimes get a lot of minutes. We're also missing Wyatt Kiefer. He's still on the mend, hoping to get back this season. We'll still kind of see how that plays out with his leg. But as you mentioned, Luke, overall, a lot of positive things in this game. They fought back. If you think about it, they were down 10 at the end of one. It's the whole first quarter that comes back into play. And, of course, we've already talked ad nauseum about that technical and what happened there. But they got slow out of the gates. Once that ramped up, they actually would have won the game.
Looking ahead for this Bethany team, our next match is in the Hobart tournament on January 8th. And I believe first rounds are posted for that. I think the men's team specifically is matched up against OK High School out there in West Oklahoma.
Oh, the OKAY. Okay. Yeah.
OKAY High School in their first round. I think it is. And that'll last to the 10th. After that, we have Tuttle here at home on the 13th, Harding Fine Arts here at home on the 16th, and then our final tournament of the regular season from the 22nd through the 24th.
Hey, you're broadcasting all those tournament games, right?
I am. I will be heading out to Hobart to catch all that action, so you can watch all of those games and the JV games as well on GSN Sports and Talk. And trust me, if this game was anything to go by, and usually it is, we're going to have some fun ones out there in Hobart.
I want to give a shout out to Serve Coffee in downtown Bethany. Always making me great lattes, great place to go. If you love coffee, it's a great environment. You can work from in there, hang out from in there, have meetings in there, and just wonderful people at Serve Coffee downtown Bethany.
Yeah, thanks to Simplified Tech Solutions and Victory Mattress Outlet, our sponsors for today's stream. Simplified powers all our broadcasts. They help us with our computers, sound systems, internet, and everything in between. And Victory Mattress Outlet is legendary around Bethany Athletics for their pillows, their mattresses, the furniture, and all that stuff.
Great people.
Victory
Mattress.
Awesome people. So thanks to both of those. We're done here tonight. We'll send you back to the studio. Thanks for watching Bethany Basketball on GSN Sports and Talk. For Luke Young and John Hickman, we're signing off. Have a great night. We'll see you in East Oklahoma.